Good luck, good luck, good luck. Today's story is about an encounter that was happened to someone, and we was travelling along with this young fine lady who has blonde hair straight down to her shoulders, just 1 inch beyond her shoulders, and she was tracking with me and a small sheepdog. And she was in the fields of England, and she was on her farm, and she was herding the sheep up on her quad bike with the sheepdog, which used to jump on and off the quad bike on command. And then there was these dark trees, many trees, at the place we're talking about, off to the distance. And I said to her, "What's that?" I even said, look at that. In the distance, this massive man. And it was just standing there, still, in the distance. And she thought it was some kind of a statue or just a thing, just, it was very rectangular almost, in the distance, very still. But she carried on herding her sheep, and the sheep were coming, and the sheep, they carried on, and the sheepdog jumped back onto the quad bike, and off we went. And when we looked up again, it wasn't there. So what we did, because it was in the distance, I panned with my eyes, I looked everywhere with my eyes. Where could it be? Where could it have gone? It could have only gone into the woods near where it was. So I looked with my eyes into the woods. Where is it? And it was very far in the distance, but it was too big to be a man. Couldn't have been a man. It was as big as a statue. It was as big as a... In fact, I still talk to her now and then. She still rings me and calls me now and then. She even said it was like not a statue, but maybe like a thing they put in the ground or something. Because it was too wide and too big to be a person. It was far in the distance, but that's what happened. I've also seen another one on the way to Liverpool. I saw on the way to Liverpool, there's these farms in England, and I did see a big man in the field, all in the same colour clothes from head to toe, including gloves, hat and that. And I reckon it wasn't gloves or hat or anything. I think it was hair or fur, because it was just in the field, going towards Liverpool. There's these fields, and if it was a man, it didn't have any farming equipment. It was just stood in the middle of the field with no tractor, nothing, no seeds, nothing, no dogs, just stood there. And I noticed it looked like he was wearing a hat of some sort, but that could have been like a cone-shaped head, slightly. But it could have been a hat. But for me, because we just drove past it, and it was definitely a Bigfoot, because what got me was the width on his knee bones. Do you know people who do bodybuilding, like Ronnie Coleman, someone? They have big leg muscles, but then the knee comes to a point where the knee bone is. I know some people can get very muscular around the knee area, the muscles that are connected to the knee, they can get very muscular. But this guy, he's the bones on each one of his knees was like as wide as an elephant. So I didn't see him move or walk or run or anything, because he just stood there. But I noticed that if he was wearing a suit or a clothes or whatever it was, all the clothes on his hands, feet, legs, body, everything was the same colour, so very dark colour. And that was on the way to Liverpool. So And I know a lady who saw a giant bird. I'll put that in another video.